Hey guys, okay, so I know I've been throwing on a lot of videos tonight, and this will be hopefully my last. Anyway, I'm going to do a double feature, just because I can, and they're both really cool items, and they're both part of my new key system and my new EDC, and I really think you'll enjoy them. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is this little light. It's called the Photon Freedom Micro. It's really cool. It's a push-button light, unlike my green one, which you had to hold on. It was a spring system on the contacts of the lights, so you had to hold it. You actually had to hold it for a long time, and it was rather strong springs, so sometimes I would let go and go off, and it just was really bothersome, and I really hated that. But this is a button. Push on, push off, almost like a clapper. If I can get a clapper on this, that'd be really problematic, because there's a lot of loud sound in the workshop I work at, so that'd be flashing all day long. So that would be bad. Anyway, so it's a nifty little light. It's an LED. It weighs half an ounce maybe. And the thing that's really cool about it is, well, it's water resistant, apparently, by the package. I'm not sure. I don't really want to test that, but you know, it's a nice little safety feature just in case. But what I think really makes this is the versatility that comes with it, not just by itself with this little C-clip, but all the stuff that it comes with, which is probably the other half of the money spent on it. One of it is a little neck lanyard thingamabob. It has this little clip system. You'll see. Just get the contours of the shape, and it fits right on top of there. Come on. Oh, wrong side. There we go. And you hear that snap, snaps in. It's not going to fall off. I mean, it'll pull off if you actually intentionally pull it, but aside from that, it's pretty secure. And then you've got a little neck lanyard on with light. That's really cool. Pop it off. It comes off relatively easily. It's still secure enough not to do anything. And it's kind of interesting. It's a thin cord. It just has a little slider with overhand knots over here, so I wouldn't trust that, and I'd double that back up. Either way, I'm not really into neck stuff. Actually, you'll be saying something contrary to that pretty soon, but that's for another video. In general, I don't like neck stuff. I don't like the idea of neck knives. Well, I mean, I like the idea of neck knives. I'm just not sure how comfortable they are. I have no experience with them yet. I'm a little opposed to them just because they don't seem as comfortable, and I'm so much more used to just reaching to my pockets. So we'll see how that goes. So that's off to the side. Flip that back over. And so the next thing is what I think the coolest thing ever is the same attachment that holds it. So you just pop it on, snapped, but it has a ball and socket system, and then it has a little clip. So that's pretty versatile. Now, it's a pretty strong spring clip. You put on the hat, it actually turns around because it's not a what have you, and it's really nice and movable. It'll fit in most positions you put it in. But what's really cool, which is, I think, the best feature of this, which I've never seen on anything else, is this. That did not work at all. That was absolute fail. I can't even... Wow. You know, this is why you should test things before you put them on video. Yeah. Alright. Nope, that's not gonna... You know, okay, there we go. So, yeah. Thumb out of the way. Magic. It's stuck on there. Magnets. Phenomenal. Weak little dinky magnets, but they're magnets nonetheless. I'm not sure what kind of magnets these are, but they're really small, very thin, very streamlined magnets. Actually, these are similar to the ones you'd find in earbud headphones. If you don't know, amps and not megaphones, speakers. Speakers go off of a magnet that bounces back and forth. That makes vibrations, which makes sound and go to your ear and music and all that jazz. So this is about the size you would find in the earbud, like my Skull Candy ones that I got. Actually, my girlfriend got them for me. These are the kinds you would find on there. Normally they're a lot stronger. Let me go grab the current one I have. Alright, so it is... I can't even hold this well. I'll put this on the end. There you go. Really? Oh, okay. Thank God it bounced on the lighter. Flat side. Okay, there you go. Bottom of the P lighter. That's a magnet, that little round thing. Yeah. It's not so strong right now because there's not a lot of iron or iron ferrite to attach onto. When you get, actually, I've got a knife that it sticks onto really well. Find the knife. Aha. Okay, so here we have one of my knockoff Swiss Army knives. Haven't done a review on it, don't really care to. It's just a craptastic little bugger that I have that was free. Okay. That snaps on really well. I could feel the inertia and the movement of it and just the friction and all that jazz. Slap these on there. Oh, yeah, see, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting a nice, strong hold. It's not going to move. So that's the kind of magnets that are on there, and it's really great. I really enjoy this. It's just a nifty little feature. It just adds to the versatility of stuff, which I really like. Versatility is key. Versatility is key when it comes to survival gear, and I'm not calling it survival gear, but I'm calling it EDC, and I like to think that if I'm stuck out somewhere, I can make do with what I have on me. So, anyway, just a nifty little light. The light by itself is just like this. I don't have a use for the requirements or an easy carrying method that I'm currently comfortable with. It's just kind of a weird, bulky system, but if it's on here, like if you're going to put this on a hat, that would work phenomenally well. That would just be the best ever in the world. Anyway, so that is the Photon Freedom Micro. Let me get that back on screen really quick after I put this back in the bag. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Okay. So, Photon little bugger. Get these out of the way. Next thing is the engineer's keyring. Now, if you saw my third unboxing, which is the Captain Fur's EDC starter kit, which most of the stuff that I'm reviewing now came from, this was a part of it. Now, when you saw this, I was surprised because it's left-hand lay steel cable rope. Those who aren't very strange, nerdy rope guys that are serious Boy Scouts like me, that don't know what the lay of a rope is. I cannot know that. When you have ropes, they twist in a certain direction, standard, because 90% of the world is right-handed. Right-hand lay, it's going to twist to the right, so the cords to the right are going to wrap around in a clockwise motion of the rope. This is left hand, which means it goes the reverse way. Now, some guys might be wondering, why do you have both ways? Well, and I know I'm branching off into my rigging class right now, but, you know, it's nifty little useless information like this that does absolutely nothing except entertain you for the next minute or so. Anyway, basically, right-hand lay is standard for stuff, and if you have some kind of load, if you have an elevator, that's generally what it's used for. Elevators, cranes, or double block cranes, stuff of that sort. Normally they'll have a right-hand lay rope on the right-hand side and a left-hand lay rope on the left-hand side. As you stretch these, as you put tension on wire rope, it'll slowly unwind, as is logical. It just the tension is not going to keep it in that nice spiral motion. It's going to unwind. So whatever load you're going to pick up is going to spin. So to keep that from happening, you'll have one rope of each kind attached to it on each side, and you'll lift it up, and it'll keep it nice, steady, and straight, as long as the driver isn't going crazy. So that's something I found really interesting, and I just realized why this is left-hand lay. It has standard threads, which means if I attach it here, like it's supposed to, it's just, it's a little thread and bolt system. It's like 3 threads on a steel ending, and there's just a little slide nut, coupling nut that goes over it. Get it flat, and you just twist it, and it rolls by. And I don't have to hold this. I just have to put the reverse torque pressure on it to keep this sliding. And some are wondering, why is it not spring back out? Why does that not happen? Well, partially it's two things. One, it's the threads, because they're already attached, which is nice. But two, the reason why it doesn't just unspin itself and shoot back out is because it's left-hand lay. I'm twisting it in the right-hand manner, which is twisting the left-hand lay tighter so it flips it. I'm a visual person, so if I'm watching this video right now and didn't know what I was talking about, I would shut it off and walk away. No, I would probably need a piece of rope, and you would have to understand through that, like, I'll draw a graph later. Anyway, basically, I'm tightening the tension on the rope, and it's relieving the pressure, which makes this connection tighter, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I didn't explain that very well, but anyway, I don't know, it's really cool. I like it because left-hand lay is really kind of rare, so that's really cool. I'm kind of curious what core it has. I bet you it has IWRC. So those guys who are bored enough to find out what IWRC and wire rope core is, or in left-hand lay, get left-hand, not regular, oh dearie. Now I've forgotten it. Wow, awesome. Alright, that's my rigging work, useless knowledge going to work. Anyway, so it's a phenomenal thing. It's bendable, it's wire rope, it's really strong, it'll hold that tension. It ain't gonna break. That's my Texan slipping out. So this is the new thing I have. Originally I had a little spiral ring. I don't know what you call those, the key rings. There you go. The original key rings like you have on the end of here. Just a piece of metal wire twisted around into a circle. This has replaced that on my keys, which made it a little bit longer, and it's nice because it has just this much more area, so I can load it up with a whole bunch of other crap that I probably don't need, but I like to have because you never know. So that's the message I'm going to leave you with in this very strange video. Alright guys, thanks for watching, have a nice day, keep safe.